Hello and welcome to day 2, aka day 3 technically. We started at day 0 for the creating a modern OpenGL game engine. So yeah, let's just get back to it. For those that are new to this, it looks like it sort of has a live stream format. Not doing live stream simply because my internet isn't the best, but there's a GitHub link so you can contribute code, you can comment, and I'll implement anything that you say, or I'll try and discuss it as much as possible if it's needs to be discussed in the next video that I make. So let's get back to the code. I'm gonna open up the GitHub page as well. So GitHub game engine. One thing I had some feedback on Reddit. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it was feedback or it was like a dig, but either way, I hope to get some good feedback in one way or another from it. Because if I don't even need to be on that actually somebody did contribute some code, which was fantastic. They just contributed the git ignore, which just ignores the .dss store, which is just a Mac only file, which is created automatically, which is fantastic. Thanks for contributing that. The thing that the person said on Reddit was these hashif defines, they're going to become a little out of control. And yeah, he's right, because if you see here, we've got 4 methods, and in this video we're going to be adding more methods of setting the OpenGL version, the anti-aliasing level, the stencil size, depth size, and anything else that's generic amongst the 3 frameworks that we've got implemented at the moment. And they'll become even crazier when you start, if you add more frameworks. So based on that, again, whether it was feedback trying to be constructive or whether it was a dig, either way I wasn't too sure. What I decided was we can essentially eliminate all of these defines by using this set of defines but naming the object the same, and then obviously making sure the appropriate methods are in the individual files. So we would do, I'm going to put framework object, copy and paste that. So there's always going to be a framework object as there was before, but now it's explicitly named as framework object. So in the CPP, we can literally just replace this code with, it didn't go so well, the framework object.init, and we can delete this as well. Framework object.poll events. One second. Yeah, this is meant to be a return. So return happy that Reddit member mentioned this when he or she did. So this is swap buffers, because this is a lot better now. As you can see, there's no dependencies on naming of cleanup of different frameworks, any dependencies of what frameworks we're using. All of that is literally handled here, and here for the appropriate headers that need to be included. So now we should just be able to run it. I think it's the GFW one should run. Let's minimize this. Yeah, we are definitely recording. So yeah, we got a GLFW window. So yeah, I'm pretty darn happy with that. Like I was saying, I want to start abstracting these out and the resolution out as well, because that's pretty much all of those values are common in every single one, and we want to take them out so we can easily change them. First of all, I'm going to handle the resolution. So in the framework interface, I am going to create a method for virtual void set what's that specific value called? Because it is the screen size, but do they have a more specific name than that? Window size, yeah, that will probably be more specific. Let's jump to the definition. Where's the width and the height parameter covered? Of the window. So I'm gonna put window height. So if I go to framework interface again, set window size. So there's a couple of ways we could do this. Realistically, we want getters and setters, and we shouldn't always want the, what's it called, the entirety of it, or set the entirety of it, because we might just want to set the x or the y value. So this is just going to set the entirety of it. So this is going to be GL. Actually, I need to include some GL header in here. Which one could I include? Yeah, that's fine. It's moaning because I've added something here and it's not implemented, which is fine. It's not a problem, don't mind that at all. I would like to access GL float. I'm thinking what header I could use. Does this by any chance allow us to use it? If I go to the framework interface, I can't remember what it does. GL float. Yep, GL float is a good. And for this, we're going to put screen width. No, window width. Should be called window size or screen size? Window size is fine. I'm going to call this width, sorry. GL float height. And probably just do an inline. Should I could just inline set it for now. That's what I'm going to do. And in terms of the actual sort of storage method, could use a vector. I want to be able to get the window size by some sort of method like let's say framework dot get window size, but this will return, let's say, a vector, and I could just do dot width if I wanted the width, and dot height if I wanted the height. So yeah, I'll probably get vectors. So let me have a look at what the vector header is again. I think it's vector. So vector C++. Go to c++.com reference. And just before this video, I was playing Crash Bandicoot on my Vita, one of the original PlayStation games, and I was thinking that's where I would like to get the engine to, not creating a full Crash Bandicoot game, but some really mini level where we're loading in some Crash Bandicoot model, because we'll be able to get that off the internet, and we're using input to move around, and we've got some basic collision detection. That's where I would, at the very least, like this modern OpenGL game engine to get to, and it to be coded dynamically as possible so we can extend it. Because even if, let's say, I stopped it at that point, which I don't want to, but even if I did, it would provide a good foundation for developers around the world to be able to just get that, check it out, and just extend it. Let's have a look what this is saying. actually C++ vector for size. Nope, that's not what I want. Couldn't find it, but I'm pretty sure it's something like vector. Nope, that's not what I want. And if I go into here, and for this I want to change this to GR float. Should I call this window? I can't quite remember the scope of protected. I'm pretty sure that means private, then you have to inherit it. Let me just confirm. C++ protected. Let's do versus. Private members are only accessible from within the class. Protected members are accessible in the class and derived classes. It's a feature of inheritance in object-oriented languages. You can have private, protected, and public inheritance in C++. And actually, I'm going to put these as public, put this as protected. So yeah, that's looking good, it's looking the way I want it. So if I were to do window dot push to push back, again it's just yeah, I can push it, but I want to be able to get it the easiest way possible using something like set window size. I mean, get window size dot width or get window size dot height. C plus vector get width. Get method. Dot begin dot front. It's not quite what I want. I don't have a particular name for it. Declares a vector of integers. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I might honestly just use arrays for now. I'm going to use an array for now, so I'm going to put GL float window size 2. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Dot I'm actually going to separate this out. Don't want that. I'm not playing God of War. So let's create a CPP for this. So new file, C++. Nah, I don't want the header because we've already got it. Framework interface. So let's do namespace. Sonar game engine. question is, have I added that namespace in the header file? Yes, I have indeed. Framework interface header. And for declarations, I need to get this one and do it is framework interface so it's going to be window size equal width. There's like zero like error handling in here. If you were to put a negative value, for example, that sort of stuff I will add later. So the height, or I also preferably wanted some hash define. That's fine. Could do hash define where you would just put something like capital X there and width in there and height in there. I'm just going to keep it like this for now. Then in the framework interface, I also want to create a file for void get window size. I need to change the return type. There's nothing that's taken in, and this is returning a GL float. Void framework interface get window size, and this is meant to be GL float asterisk return. I also wanted to do this window size. So building, which is good. The other thing I'm thinking is setting default value. For now, I'll just see if these work. So I need to go into the GFW ones. That's the one that's activated at the moment, and we're going to put this get window size 0. I'm guessing it's moaning because we haven't actually specified a window size yet. So if we go to the core engine, core framework actually, and in here we're going to call it, realistically we probably want to call it somewhere else, but we don't have access to the core file anywhere else. We could create the method in here that would trickle it down to one of these. And again, let's just have a look at what the situation is here. Yeah, realistically I need to overwrite what this is doing. So command that. realistically that don't need to be here at all. No, that doesn't need to be here at all. The window size will trickle down to one of the framework files. So if I go to here and do set window size, if I do void, let's copy and paste this here. If I do core framework colon and then do framework object dot set window size, and for this I'm going to put width, height. Okay, that looks all good now. So now if we were to go to the main, in the main.cpp, I don't really have it in the core engine for now, I'll leave it there. If I go to the CPP, and I can get rid of this as well, don't need that. I can put it in it, I guess. Let me get rid of the values. Actually, yeah, I guess they don't need to be GL floats, they can just be GL ints. Let's just propagate that through at the application. Put in the framework interface here, and finally in the CPP file. Put it in here. So I'm going to do core framework dot set dot set window size 800 by, no, I'm going to put 600 by 600, so it's a square. You can fully see it. And for this it's going to be core framework dot get window size yeah, that's a square 800 by 8. It looks taller simply because of this menu bar at the top. So yeah, it's going pretty well, that is. Go back to the framework interface. Got the setting and the getting of the window size. We could do with setting the window size X, so set window size width, or set window width, set window height, get window width and get window height methods. What else do we need? The thing that I'm not honestly the biggest fan of at the moment, because we are using 3 different frameworks, I had to separate out the frameworks into something like so, and then there's the core framework, and the core engine, and the main.cpp. So the main.cpp interacts with the core engine, which I don't really have much of a problem. I don't have a problem with that at all. Core engine, set some stuff up that interacts with the core framework, and obviously if we didn't have these, the core framework would be the last stop, and this would do all of that stuff for you. But yeah, but saying that, I'm not coding much more in here, so yeah, bar a few changes here and there, we're not really doing much else. So yeah, no, okay, that's fine. That is fine indeed. The other thing is, if we go to the core framework file, the core engine file, because we are setting actually in here, we aren't getting the window size yet based on, well, the window. I don't believe we are. Yeah, we are the screen buffer size. So do we assign this to the window size, or do we assign that one? Because at the end of the day, this value is, even though this is handled in SDL, it's not actually, we don't have to do anything. They do it in the back end. The question is, what sort of value does this get back? We'll have to check that out. So let's go to definitions. Let's comment at GOFW, comment in SDL, make sure it's running before I start doing any code changes. Boom, worked. Exactly, I wanted SDL. Okay, that's good, that's working. And now if we go to the SDL CPP, what I want to do is here do window dot obviously ain't my method, is it? Question is, what's moaning about? Get window size, jump to definitions. Okay, so he's trying to get it from here. He's definitely a pointer, so we need this. Let's see, how long the recording has been going on for? Half an hour. I am feeling tired. Might end it soon actually. So we've got get window size. So this get window size method, why the hell is it getting it from here? We were trying to get it from the actual window itself. Feeling proper tired now. Has not been the longest live stream at all. This window question is, I'm wondering why they're getting those values. For them, why it shouldn't be. So this is what the window is. So look, I can't see why any of that stuff will be linking with my stuff. So I've just gone full retard and I'm not seeing it. because yeah, we are data public interface, but what has window got to do with that method? Well, that's the way I've done it. Okay, my mind is going blank now, so what I'm going to do is end the video here and just see, well, see you tomorrow, I guess. I'm going to try and do it earlier because I am tired at this time. So I'm going to definitely try and do it early. I might even do it early in the morning when I wake up. That will be interesting. So yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. This has not been the longest video on this vlog series, sorry about that, but if you have any comments, any questions, feel free to comment, feel free to post them on our education platform, sononline.co.uk. If you want to contribute to the source code, there is a GitHub link in the description. Feel free to check that out and do what you want to it. And well, if you want to help me with this issue as well, and just recommendations of the general structure, because obviously I am seeing definitely the sort of things that people are saying about managing this many, or managing more than, I would say more than one framework in general. But I just thought it would be very cool to try and do this, but you might have to try something different. That's potentially the way that we could be looking at it, because potentially once the GFW, SDR, and SFML stuff is done, could actually remove them, and so there's just only one in the project, but we could easily add them back in. But either way, feel free to comment, feel free to change the code, and well, I hope you have a great day. That's not it.